Good evening and welcome back to Stationeers. Going back to Mars again. Today we're going to try and finish moving our gases around. I had just dumped the hot tank basically to get cooled off, so that's probably going to be our task for today. And it sounds like Larry is working, but let's go double check that he is. We're stuck. Oh, wait. No, maybe he's fine. He's just... Okay. Just seemed like he was just standing there. You should be harvesting. Wait a minute, you're supposed to go back to 0 at the end. Okay. Go back to 0. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. So I guess I need to tell Larry to go back home. Go home, Larry, you're drunk. Good to know. Good to know. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that could be a problem. While we're doing this real quick, I think I meant to take that back at some point. I don't know if that actually takes... Oops. No. Takes effect until after a restart, so... Why am I waiting for this? I need to upgrade this airlock. Oh boy, left that going. Well, that's good. Nope, there we go. I will not run out of cable. So I have this cooling. Check this out and see what we got. Oh yeah, I forgot to put that in. So we've got pulling everything out. And then this side is hooked together. I think I'm pumping stuff out. Oh man, it's extra glitchy tonight. Probably should turn that off. So I do have liquid water. That's... Yep, okay. And that's... What are we doing here? 24% stress. Just because part of that's because of the pressure. So. Five megapascals on the input here. Oxygen's looking good there. This is nitrogen. How are we doing on the nitrogen? bit to pull out. Pollutant that I'm heating up, that's starting to do pretty good. Not worried about the nitrous. The water, on the other hand, is something I would like to deal with. Maybe I should do a turbo pump. Or a pair of them. Dump that gas a little bit quicker so I can move it around. Turbo pump gas. That's exactly 2 of them that I can make. Because of gold. I can't make... I don't even have an arc furnace. I'll have to do something with that eventually. Expand it out a little bit. But good enough for now. Down with my turbo pumps. Thank you. And I should be able to just slap these in line. Where the other ones are. And it's dark out, of course. So we will pull you. Pull you. Okay. Oh. Upside down. Oh. I guess I have no choice. Whoa. Don't get off the ladder. I don't want to be on the ladder. Let's just do this. Direction. This pipe is not going to have a problem. There we go. This should be, yep, coming down quite nicely. How about you? You're making your way downtown. As long as I don't start exceeding the pressure limits on this, and that's making it hard to read. Pollutant is, liquid pollutant is going down. Okay, good to know. This to be where it needs to be. cooling system back up to snuff with the carbon dioxide. Doing a good trick. Yeah. Doing the trick. Get all that pollutant out of there. Actually doing pretty good too. What are we doing down here? Stress is still minimal. Of course, most of that's liquid pollutant, which I know these filters are technically gas filters, but I don't know if it's going to filter off the liquid pollutant too. I don't think there's any liquid filters, are there? Wow, liquid. No, I'm not really seeing a like a liquid filter, so I would imagine then this would have to serve the function. Still go down. Okay, I'm happy with that. Turn off the heater for now. Keep going. It's almost nil. If that's the case, then I can take a CO2 filter. Oh, yeah, that's it's coming off the hot tank, so I could probably undo some of this. This is the unfiltered. Delete a little bit of gas. Pressure's almost not worth playing around with. Okay. Grinder? Oh, hand drill. Drill gun. And that. Okay.
Power low.
Power low. Okay. All right. Well, with power low. So you're going to be the input. You're going to go back up. I can pull you out because we're not doing that anymore. is empty. Ooh, yeah. Like that. We are done with that. Should do is do this, and this. That'll work for that. Let's clean this up a bit. Digital valve to I don't even know what. I think I went overboard pre-planning. Okay. Yeah, battery's going low, so let's get in here. Throw that in there. What they're doing up there. Okay. Large direct heat exchanger. Pipe there. I do have the water kit. So I'm gonna get a stack of those. I'll throw that in there. Volume pump right there. Turbo pump. Turbo Man. Ta Turtle Man. Sheets. I had a bunch of sheets. So I don't have that many sheets. So let's make some sheets. Okay. So my is it audio overall or just the microphone? Okay. Alright, well I will just, oops, wrong way. Bring the gain up on my microphone a little bit here. So that actually looks a little bit better. There we go. I think it's where I position my microphone. So, but thanks for letting me know. Ooh. Almost knocked over my teeth. Pretty bad. Okay, that's actually not a very good start there. Boom. Let's go. Deep tries. Sweet. Wata. Let's check out and see what Larry's doing. I got mushrooms right here, so. Ooh, yeah. Must be doing something right. Send mushrooms flying. Ooh. I should probably... I could hook up fourth. Oh, it's because I don't actually have them plugged in. There we go. I need to make another Larry. I think, unless I got one floating around, which I don't think I do. Hydroponic stock for Larry. Okay, yeah, there we go. Ooh, alright. Let's see if I've got any of that floating around. Grow lights, chute sorters. I'm gonna have to expand the greenhouse here eventually. I don't know why I did that. Don't know why I did that. Larry is electronic? Maybe it's Larry Doc Hydroponics. Okay, that's astroloid. Do I have any astroloid floating around? I feel like I do. Feel like I do. I got lots of astroloid. Just gotta. No. Ah. Okay. There's the astroloid. Just chuck it in there. Only need to make one of them. Stelli and Waspiloi. Chuck them back in there for no other purpose than storage. Nothing in there. It's almost broken. Let's... You... And I have you over here. Why? I think you were supposed to be over here. Not there. Here. You, there we go. I programmed them all myself. It took quite a bit, and it's not perfect by any means, but I used up almost 127 lines of code to do it. But it's the way it's set up right now, it can do up to 10 Larrys simultaneously. I saw somebody else do it where they had it working on one Larry at a time, and I thought it'd be nice to go across the whole stack. I can look at that code here in a bit. Good golly. These take forever. Oh, I guess I should see what else they need. No, that's... Oh, electronic parts. I got those too. So, perfect. Okay. So. Yeah, with the programming, the way that I have it set up, it's only iterating up to 10, but if I loaded the stack from like another chip, I could go theoretically up to 100 devices. Now, there is a couple problems with them. One of them being, if they happen to all come back to the dock, at least in this orientation, they will crash into each other, and it doesn't do good. But, this will take a while to load up. So, let's see. Yeah, initialization, I'm taking everything to essentially station 0 and trying to send them back there, checking that it actually exists before I do that. It's currently in the extended state, like when I load up, and I don't know if the IC10 starts from whatever line number it's on, or if it starts from 0 every time. But, yeah, so this will here, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, this here will actually independently control up to 10 Larrys. And, like I said, there's some quirks, but it does pretty well. And the nice thing is it's kind of independent of how you have it set up. So the way it's coded, station 0, of course, is the the dock itself. Station 1 is it's the input bins, but your output from the farm. Excuse me here. Station 2 is the input, so whatever seed you want to dump into it, you put into this station. And then 3 and beyond, and it'll go out until it runs out. Right now it's 17 in length, but it could go infinitely. It checks to see if it hit the end. And it'll just plant that over and over again. And short of a reload and they get funky, it's served me quite well. Whoop. I'm stuck. There we go. So I definitely need to optimize it, but I'm happy with spending an entire 2 hours programming it. Yeah, the one thing that I would do if I rebuild this again would be to put an extra space in between them so I don't have to worry about them crashing. Because that seems to be the biggest problem I have. And let's see, was there... Oh yeah, when I started up, one I think had been in between planting, so it was stuck picking up a seed and then immediately dropping it off. So one of the quirks of how I programmed it. I guess I should eat while I'm in here. Oh my goodness, close the door. High quality. Harvest plants 1,000 times. Okay. Thank you, Larry. You just earned me an achievement. I have no idea how I actually picked that up. I came in here for a reason. I forget what the reason is. Oh, well. I don't remember it. Oh, yeah, it was... I remember what it was. I was actually going to hook up the 4th Larry. It was... needed wiring. And then it should take off... oh, yeah, it needs to be renamed, too. It needs to be renamed. So, let's see. This is 02, so this is 03. 03. And make sure you're plugged in. Good. And if I program this right, this should just take off as soon as I get this plugged in. Down. Let's go. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Gotta turn them on. There we go. And off he goes to the races. And harvest. There we go. Harvesting. Perfect. Like that. Minimal effort. Right now I'm sending them to, well, the floor, and then I throw it into my composter. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Another stack of 20 mushrooms to throw in the composter. Blinky, blinky. Blinky, blinky, blinky. Oh, that's the cleanup script. Okay. Good, Larry. What's this? Thriving towards seeding. Perfect. Proud of you guys. Doing such a good job making carbon dioxide for me. Yeah, I think he can. I've never tried it, but I know there's all sorts of different Larrys, and eventually I want to play around with them. gas. Oh, that must be so you can get them out of the way. The atmospheric slurry can pump gas into and out of its storage canister. That is interesting. So you could have an atmosphere controlled by Larry. I think you'd have to call him HAL, though. HAL 9000. Feel like... Okay, he's going. Alright, perfect. Good luck with the meeting. Or, you know, don't fall asleep, whichever one it applies. Oh, okay. I've got enough sheets now. I definitely got enough sheets now. And go. I do. Oh, wrong side. Atmospherics is this side. So I know I need to build up some frames. I'm gonna run out of battery in this sucker, aren't I? Okay, how are we doing on the big tank? Down to 3 kPa. Very, very nice. How are we doing over here? 13% stress, so stress is going down. Water's condensing. Didn't know that I'd have water or steam in the system. Stop looking at the wrong thing here. Nitrogen. Oh, nitrogen's up. That's good. Oxygen. Pollutant. What's the temperature? 14 degrees. That might actually have to go up for storage. I'm not sure. CO2. Very beautiful. Nitrous. What is the curve on that look like? Minimum condensation pressure, 800 kPa. I don't even think we're up that high. Max liquid temperature, 158 at 2 kPa. We're nowhere near that, any of that. This is level 2. Right, you're the coolant. Should I just take the opportunity now to... I feel like I should. There we go, let's do that. Oh, I'm not going to have enough for this. Guess I did forget that I'm actually pulling in atmosphere. You in there, and let's go ahead and come up one short, one pipe segment short. Wait, oh, 2, that's, oh, 1, oh, right, okay, yeah, it's 0. And oh yeah, okay, that's exactly what's happening here. So I don't even need okay, I don't need this system anymore at all. Nope. Nope. I may be deleting gas here. Okay, so yeah. Whoa! Such violence. Let's do this. There we go. We're joined together. We now have a cool and cooling system. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I probably don't need a light right now. There we go. Awesome. Yep, delete a little bit of gas there. Okay, I guess I do need a light. Okay. Do. Is that? Okay. Perfect. Very happy with that. Let's go ahead and drop the one pipe in. I think that's what I need, right? Trying to get 25 megapascals in here, right? Well, pressure's going up, so I am working on that. But we got the cooling. I think I'm trying to bring it down to 0 degrees? 10 degrees? I think it's 10 degrees. So nitrogen's cooling down. Oxygen's cooling down. I think that's almost there. Cool. Literally, cool. So that's going. So this will probably end up being the water filter. Yeah, water filter. That's next. What do we have here? $500 some. Oh, that's where the steam's coming from. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna have. Gotta figure out what I want to do with the water. Take the water out of the brown pipe, shove it into wait. Is there anything in here that pollutant's almost gone, or very little? Just make sure you are on. Sure, the brown pipe. Yeah, because the world atmosphere is mostly carbon dioxide, some nitrogen, some oxygen. Little itty bitty amount of pollutant. Pollutant that is condensing at these temperatures. But over here, I mean, there's a tiny amount. Oh, that's on anyway, so. How are you doing? You're doing okay. Okay. Set that run. And this will eventually... Wait, was that... That was pascals. Wow. We're down to almost nothing. Okay. So if I make this into water... I feel like I need another one of these. One. Yeah, well, I do have a filtration kit inside. Duh. It's exactly. Probably should have a. Probably should grab the heat exchanger too. Direct heat exchanger. And I don't know if I'll need any of those. Here. You can go into there. Grab a stack of that for the heck of it. And I could probably... It's going to be blue, right? I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Because I'm gonna have the steam coming out at stupid high temperatures. I'm gonna want to sort it off. And then it's gonna need to be cooled down. And when it cools down, it's going to have to be pulled out of the system. So the steam is going to be generated on the other side. So that's probably where. Steam is going to be generated on this side where the composter is. Asteroid appliances. Oh, thanks. Woo! Okay, cycle. Okay, so this right here just going to generate steam among other things. And holy crap, that's a lot of fertilizer. That's a lot of crap. I can't even pick up all the crap. Okay, so if I do that, atmospherics kit, we're going to have filtration. Kind of tight, but I can do that. Okay, then we got filter and filter. Okay. So now we can pull up a brown pipe, and a brown pipe. Okay, so your output's going to go here. Your unfiltered's going to go there. And then I've got to find a way to get water out of there. She whiz. It's getting a little messy in here. I should have made this room bigger. I guess when in doubt, go bigger. Okay. And we are... Actually, I need to take a look and see what the pressure of this pipe is. 5 megapascals. We're doing pretty good. Okay. And I don't think you're being controlled by anything. You're just on all the time. So, we can go ahead and turn that off, I think. Yeah, let's... make like a snorkel. Okay, good enough for now. So get you firing up real quick for just a little bit. And this is the, yeah, okay. Can we... And we've got, let's see, make sure we've got some... It's not going to let me read what's in this pipe. Okay, we've got volatiles in there. And the pipe that's in the wall is oxygen. So if I do this, input 1 is 67%. So H2O. Condensation is happening in this pipe. Why would water be condensating at that temperature? Okay, so that's kind of ridiculous amounts of... Okay, so in this case we're making 30% water, 45% carbon dioxide. I don't know why it's showing volatiles on the output. Maybe it's just an unclean burn. Okay. All right, real good. Lots to go through. All right, pump this up. Yep, that's a storm. It's gonna make it for interesting getting out of here. Whoa. Whoa. I probably shouldn't try getting my put any access in here. I probably should do that. Get rid of this guy. Mount. Ah, stuck in the wall. Go. This is going to be hot water. Let's go up. Get out of the... No. Let's see. I might have to do some creative stuff here. Some creative pipe spaghetti. Actually, probably would really need to go over a little further, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Ah, yes, merging requires... Alright, well that should have taken the pressure down. I don't think we had to worry about the temperature. Now if I go... Oh, yeah, snuck out. Yeah. Banging my face on the whee. Oh. There we go. Build ink. No, don't need build ink. Whoa. It's amazing. Get inside. Okay, so this is... Oh, okay. that's where it might get a little tricky. Then I gotta figure out how to, well, maybe I should take it to the other side. That would probably make more sense. Let's see. Insulated pipe. Need more pipe. Pipe. Insulated pipe. Keep going. 25 silicon. I need silicon. I don't have any silicon made. I don't have... Do I have the arc furnace floating around? I'm going to just drop that down for a quick. I thought I would have had the arc furnace somewhere. Would have oh, that's frames. Would have thought that I would. Oh, you know what? Maybe I had it on there and I may have burned it up. Tool printer? Or not tool printer. Auto lathe? Arc furnace. There we go. I have a feeling I burned up the other one. I could just drop it there. Larry. Yoom. Thank you for the arc furnace. I will much. I guess I won't jam it in there. Maybe I'll yeah. I'll put it here. This is power, right? Why are all my tools not in my tool slots? Silicon. Score. We'll go ahead and make it hot in here. Make it hot in here. You're gonna tell what that's off gassing, if anything. Yeah, so throw that here, throw that here, throw that here, throw that here. Juggling my bulge. I guess another 50 pipes. Oh, well, that's gonna take a while. So get me started, and there's a vacuum. Let's go ahead and throw it on this side of the wall. And wrench. There we go. That way I'll steer clear of the other usual suspects. Okay, and we can go ahead and throw that glass sheet back up. Maybe. There we go. And that will get us what we need. Now let's take a look at this and make sure we're not exceeding any recommended specifications. Boom, boom, do 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 do. Get me started. Get me started. And that's the furnace room. Let's see, that thing is currently turned off, so I can do this. Try not to get sucked through. That one's in the airlock. And yeah, that's going to be the next challenge. Liquid, how much liquid? Is that going to be a problem liquid? No, that's not a problem liquid. Excuse me. Who said you can come out? Okay. Cycle that so I can finish starting. Start finishing. Okay, stuff that in here. 20 more pipe. Yep. I count good. 50 more pipe. Does it make sense to take it all the way through? I guess it's because either I'm taking the cooling all the way through or the water all the way through. I'm already going. Well, not necessarily. So if that's one big pipe system, I could actually put the valve that sucks the water out in the room over there. And then I can dump the water back into the system over there. Yeah, so I just bring the water through, cool it over here, but since the pipes are all one volume and I don't have to worry about pipe dynamics, I could literally put the drain valve on that side. Yeah. I like that. That's what I'm gonna do. So, is that literally a drain valve? Move liquids from a pipe network to the world atmosphere. That's not quite what I want. Condensation valve? Is that what I want? Removal of any liquids from a gas pipe into a liquid pipe. Okay, that's what I want. That is what I want. That's what I want, what I really, really want. Just a pipe valve? Regular little pipe valve? Pipe. Liquid pipe. Just pipe valve. course, that does mean that the water is going to be stupid hot. So is there a way to make a digital? Insulated liquid pipe. I do need some of that, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I could allow for some uninsulated stuff to actually cool in livable spaces. Interesting. Okay, so I wanted to go over here. Anyway, and come down the ladder. Please let this. Oh, good. That does work. Awesome. Sweet. Sweet! So I do need to get liquids to the other side. Why do you keep jumping out? Why? What is going on in here, huh? Why are you guys possessed? What is going on? What?
Hunger caution.
Are these possessed? I need to call the exorcist. Okay. Hunger caution. Alright, let's see about getting some cooling going through there. So what I might do is take up this. I can do that, right? Yeah, you're a block, so take up this particular frame. That's not what I meant to happen. But I can then there we go. So we're gonna have liquid hot magma. Have another cooler. It's going to be gas and liquid. No, it'd be. Oh, let's see. It's going to be gas to gas until it comes down to liquid, and then it's going to be liquid to gas, right? So gas to gas. I actually need to do more than that. Okay. Welding torch and steel sheet. Wow. Need to change the battery in that. So we want I might have to change this to a ladder. Or, yeah. Or, maybe that's the access. Gotta consider that. Steel frame, go ahead and drop that back down, and if I've got enough juice to weld it. No. One weld's better than no welds. So then put down the water pipe. Let's go ahead and give transformer a little bit of room. So we'll have that. This isn't active, right? Okay. So I feel like I need to have that drain valve. Condensation valve right here. There we go. So now I've got steam cooling down, condensing, and then I've got to have some way of pulling first off, you gotta go away. Gotta have another rail. How are we doing over here? Ooh, we're empty. Awesome. That means don't need that anymore. And can go boom. Of course, this was supposed to be the whoa. Go home, you're drunk. The big tank insulated. Supposed to be the volatiles. So what do we have here? So this is the volatile line. This is going to be the T-junction. So let's go in currently into the furnace. And this is supposed to be the waste line off of the furnace. Whoa. Okay. Jeez Louise. Okay, so first things first. Volatiles. Hot volatiles. There we go. Now I can turn this back on. So now I'm going to have my hot volatiles, or at least working on the hot volatiles. And then this is the purge pipe. Okay. Speaking of which, I know you're sucking in over here. Let's take a look what we got. Water is freezing. That's probably not necessarily good, even though it's a very small amount of water. What are we doing here? Okay, and how are we doing over here? 98. And that's a pressure regulator, not a back pressure, so. I don't think this will actually boost, which is okay. It doesn't need a boost. So, alright, so I need to get one more heat exchanger. So we're bringing the water down, or yeah, water temperature down to the point where it's going to condense. Then through that drain valve, go into the next section where it's going to cool even further. Direct heat exchanger. So we're going to have the liquid come down to a specific temperature, and then that's going to tie back to the greenhouse. So I'm going to have to be able to shut that valve off. So there's a pipe analyzer. And it's going to be a liquid valve. While I'm thinking about it, let's pop that in there. So my digital liquid valve, right? So the code that I had written, which might actually still be here. Yeah. Why does the editor take so long? Whoa! Okay. So let's define hash liquid valve as, oh, that was right there. Liquid digital valve. H sensor, define H liquid sensor, because I think it's going to be pipe. Pipe meter, I think. Pipe analyzer, I'm pretty sure this is gas. Maybe not. I am a liquid. Okay, so maybe the sensor is the sensor. Okay, so essentially we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to load batch, temperature address sent. Okay, set batch network to liquid valve. And we're not going to discriminate. That's the wrong button. Not going to discriminate, so this is going to be for liquid or gas. This is interesting that it's taking so long to charge, but I don't care. Go down the same pipe network. Open it up and slap it in. Gonna go ahead and direct heat exchanger.
Hunger critical.
Okay, I should probably. And then gas and liquid. not liquid, liquid. Gas liquid. So we will start with a pipe and a wrench. And then weld a sheet. Okay. Oh, that is so nice. Pull this out and pull this out, and then we'll just do this. Perfect. Okay, so we got that. And then the the insulated liquid pipe that I apparently don't have on me would go there. Okay. Cool. Alright, well, I guess while I'm here. Dump some energy into these floors. So at some point might end up being an actual room that's enclosed from the atmosphere, but at the moment, no. Run sure. Run shy. Oh my. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Such violence.
Hydration critical.
Turbo pump. Don't need these at the moment anymore. Okay. And then get back in there. Stay put. I mean, I know the whole idea that organic matter, you know, it's a living soil with all the stuff, but come on, that's ridiculous. I've got potato and oil. I got enough to do that. Okay, so let's potato. French fries. Thank you. Frenchy fries. Thank you. There we go. That looks good. How are we doing here? $63 liters. Oh, Larry crashed. It's you. Yep. Definitely need to put a space in between these guys. But, I mean, they're still doing a pretty good job. Finalized. Grow light sorters. Yeah. There's definitely a lot to be done here. I might have to see about making that available. I don't know about a workshop or something like that, but oh yeah. Let's just do that. Nice. Oh yeah. Okay. More Larry rails. It's what I really need. But, Larry rails. Must have used them all. Oh, that's why. Because I didn't have enough Larry rails here. Silly me. Oh, that's okay. I'm sure Larry will be excited to have new horizons to... Doesn't quite get him where he needs to be for the whole thing, but... It's got some room to grow. Airlock. Yeah, that's going to be next programming task here. Okay. Volume pump, not going to worry about that. Liquid pipe. Got the insulated. It's insulated liquid pipe. I can make 50 of them, or I can make a bazillion. You know what? Let's do the insulated liquid pipe. That makes sense. And what I could do is actually grab some of those pipes that are downstairs. See about running the water. Yeah, okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. Because I got a bunch of regular pipe. Okay. So I was going to continue with that. Do this. I don't know if I can go straight through that mess. Ooh, I can go straight through that mess. Okay. Against the wall. What am I stuck on? Pipes, imagine that. Pull out the wrench. There we go. Uninsulated pipe through here is just fine, just dandy. Then that other side is right through the airlock here, actually. Does this crowbar rip this up? It is. Fall through. There's liquid pipe. Out. There we go. Okay, go down in the hole. Oh, I swapped these out, right? So I don't need this at the moment. Okay, and then I got the nitrogen running there. I'm gonna have to get a little squirrely with this. Get a little silly with it. Go, and getting over there is an entirely different story, but okay. And then regular liquid pipe. Then I can bleed some of the, if there's any excess heat. Act as thermal sink here. Oh, one more. Can I possibly just... Whoa, I think I had it. Oh, wow. Magic. And then... Yeah, so this is going to be the side the cooling goes on. I'm definitely going to have to go back through the glasses to make sure I hit all of these. This is again under the furnace, so I can pop that open. This will be a vacuum. Oh, actually. Well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. It potentially could get warm in here. But it also... Can I... Yeah. Could get warm in there. But it'll be close to vacuum, so I don't think that'd be too big of a problem. Alright. So definitely need it from this side out. Angle grinder, it should take the ladder. There we go. Okay. Almost there. And then I should have grabbed the insulated pipe, because I definitely need the insulated pipe now. Oop. Let's do this. Can I, perchance... Snip, snip, snip. this wrench out. Put the liquid digital valve right here, and then the insulated pipe right there. And then we can throw the pipe analyzer, please. Okay. So liquid. How do you read liquid? Liquid pipe meter? Huh. How do liquid pipe analyzer. Okay, yeah, there is a liquid pipe analyzer. I just missed it in my journeys. Okay. So make sure you're empty still. Okay, good. And some liquid pipe. Yes, yes, that was a very productive ladder. I have to repair those holes here. Okay. So I've got up to 50 pipe sections. I don't need that. But I've got them. Liquid pipe meter, so I do need to hit that prom board over here again. So, edit. So, define H liquid valve. Nope, sensor. Liquid sensor. Liquid pipe analyzer. There we are. So let's also LBN our 14H liquid sensor. Current name half, reference ID sum. And then let's add R15 to R14. Now, in this case, if it's 0, well, hang on. Let's do this. Okay, so let's see. If it's branch greater, not equal 0, R15, then gas sensor. Otherwise, we can check here, and branch not equal 0. Go to liquid sensor. Now this is where we would jump to INET. So gas sensor. It's essentially going to be this. Set greater than blah 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 blah. I guess we could just do this. Jump. And then this is liquid sensor. And essentially it's going to be the same thing, except this is going to be liquid sensor. And then we will do the same thing here, except of course being liquid sensor. And we can quite literally just grab that. And then, yeah. So we'll just do that. So it'll keep iterating as long as there's a gas sensor or a liquid sensor that match that number. And right now we're up to possibly 05. Export. There we go. Grab that. Not going to hit G because it's going to stuff it in my suit. And that'll get us where we need to go with that. Except I didn't make the liquid analyzer. Liquid pipe analyzer. Needs gold. Hey, I got some gold on me. That'll blow O2 into the air. A little bit of pollutant, but I'm not too worried about it. Speaking of which, nitrogen's coming up like I would like. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, you take a while. Is there anything that I can drop off? Well, I guess the pipe analyzer that I'm not going to be using. I think I'm actually done with pipes. So, gas pipes. Do this. So I got to go out the other side. Now, you know what? While you're doing that, actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Jump out this side. Jump out this side. Jump out this side. And realign the pipes. The pipe network that I did some funky stuff with. Smash my face. Yep. Guess I gotta go to the end of the... well, almost the end of the road over here. So we are... almost there. I do this, I'm going to be on a little bit of a time crunch because this is going to start cooling down quick. Holy crap, is that going to cool down quick? And I might rupture some pipes because dang, that's quick. Cancel pressurize. Open the door. Get me in here. Crikey. It's going to condense and then freeze. I guess I could have started up the thing again. Okay, okay, you know what? Pipe analyzer, get me that. Blow some air out. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. Condensation's happening in the pipe. Yeah. Yeah. See what the temperature is before I get too crazy here. 16? Okay, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. you are... Okay. We're evaporating because of the pressures. Okay, liquid digital valve, and then liquid pipe analyzer. Go ahead and rename you. What we got? 0, 1, 2, so I should have 3. 0, 3. 0, 3. Steam at 1%. And the pressure feels like that should actually be on. Oh, you know what? I know why that is. Excuse me. Blammo. Now, that should turn on. It's going to come down in temperature. Slowly. I think that'll work. Now I can turn on my stuff on the other side. Now that, I wonder if that brown pipe on that side will actually start getting rid of the water out of this side, which is frozen because of the temperature. But that's okay. I will start dumping hot gases into that soon. And speaking of hot gases, how are we doing? Well, 161. All right, we're climbing. We're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. I got the grates. So, pop that in there. I guess I don't have grates. Floor grating. Gratings. Start that up. Insulated. Regular liquid pipe probably should be good to have some over here. Throw you in here. Debating if I should do something with stairs. Stairs or ladder? Stairs or ladder? Go ahead and activate the system. Hopefully it doesn't kill all my volatiles. It very well could. I might need to make more at a time, but getting a little bit closer. that's where I will do the switchgrass next. That's my next. Oh, man. Okay, so you're on, you're on. Start kicking this out.
Temperature
Oops,
critical.
nope, let's not do that.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Okay, bringing the temp up on the output line here. This is plenty good. Thrilled. That is a terrible mix ratio. I'm assuming that it has something to do with the volatile being such a low pressure. But I'm not gonna complain all that much. Just means that O2 ends up getting blasted through and recycled. I'm not going to complain about that. I might even have some volatiles come out, which I don't have a good way of siphoning those off. They are going to combust with the oxygen at certain temperatures. So volatiles are another thing that I'll have to deal with. You have stuff to go through. Fertilizer! Yeah, lots of fertilizer for sure. And you guys are going good. What's it look like over here? I feel like it's probably sucking up more than I'm making, but that's okay. That's okay. Test the system, right? So temperature's coming down, it's condensing, it should be leaking out, and yeah, I think that's working. Okay, good. So go ahead and turn that off. Let it pull the remaining stuff. All right. Okay. I've got some grading. Did I really need to do that? This is fully encapsulated. Should I take some red spray paint with me? Yeah, I'm running through. Yeah, get some pressurized things. Red spray paint, coming through. Grading. Then I guess hooking up the furnace tomorrow, or next time. Might not be tomorrow. Paint the door red. Yeah. So we have our volatile tank. Yay. Go ahead and do that. And definitely going to do that. I feel like if I can't really put the stairwell in. Well, maybe I can put one in. Not here, because that's too close. Stair with rail. Right. Yeah, you know what? That might actually work. That'll work, okay. Huh, that'll work. Might look a little silly, but... Got it. Yep, got it. And then, yeah, let's... Okay. Very, very nice. I can fine-tune some of the stuff. Get a volatile filter for the waste pipe, which is also going to have the waste gases off the furnace, I suppose. So I'll have to pull the volatiles out, heat them back up, everything else. Yeah. I am happy. Made a lot of progress today. And then what we got? We got you're 0 degrees, so you're good. You're 0 degrees, you're good. And you're 282, so yeah, okay. You're 5 degrees. How about you? What we got here? 289, so we're at 13. And you're still on. Losing a lot of temp. Oh, okay. And 22 joules. There must not be almost anything on this side. Very little, very little. And that's fine. You're doing good, so 20 liters. Okay, as long as it's like 0.1 liter, I think even if that ices up, that won't be a problem. This is looking pretty good, though. Hopefully the plants don't mind cool water. And that'll also be a heat sink to the indoors, once again, because the pipe is not insulated indoors by design. Could technically go back through and some of the stuff on do the heat, so yeah, I should almost never have to rely on that system anymore. It's supposed to be all based on this, which is set to 80 kPa, so I'm sucking in air. And I'm still trying to pump nitrogen into the air. Good on CO2, good on that. So, I'm happy with that. Over here, drop that off. Grading, we can throw this in here. Steel sheets, 50, 50, 50, 50 frame. We'll keep the steel sheets on me, because I go through enough of them. Yep, airlock. Something I want to write. Got lots of shrooms. Oh, we got error, crashed. It's you. You crashed again. Okay. Okay. Lots of fertilizer that I can't quite keep up with. Alright, I'm gonna take a chance and hopefully Larry doesn't kill me. I think we're 100% fertilized. Cool. What are the, right here, fruiting towards seeding. 5 mushrooms. Okay, so we definitely have an increase there. Fertilizer. Fertilizer. Okay, I'm happy with that. Absolutely happy with that. So I think the next bit will be to... Maybe that's what the switchgrass is for. And maybe I should have something that checks that and runs that too. So, how are we doing over here? 63. Temperature's 290 degrees. That's, I think, slowly coming down. That's direct attachment. I like how I've got 10 kiloliters worth of capacity just in pipes. But looking good. Looking good. Everybody's happy's here. Sweet. I'm happy. They're happy. I'll eat the rest of my fries. Oh, I got 3% of the fries left. I got the short burnt one that's stuck in the tray. Real good. Awesome. There's that. Climb up. Happy with that. Yeah. Very productive day. We got some stuff done. Got another Larry going. I might, yeah, I could actually do some more. I could try doing some topsy-turvy Larry stuff. That'd be kind of neat. Kind of neat. Do something with this. Maybe I'll make a swimming pool. Shower. There we go. Shower. So yeah, I am happy with that. I am happy with that. So I guess with that, we'll call her there. So I would like to thank everybody for watching, and we'll catch you next time.